Hi guys, welcome back to the railway. Sorry it's been a little while since I made a video. That doesn't mean I haven't done a lot of work on the layout. I've just been quite busy. But also I've been quite busy on this layout, so as you can already see, compared to the last video, quite a lot has gone on. A few new purchases, a few new additions, a few new models have been made. So I guess I'll start sort of this end, which is the Slate Works end of the layout. I've actually had the shed built, scratch built for a while. It's a double engine shed kit from eBay, which I've cladded in some Will's slate sheet, and also some wood on the front and some slates for the roof and some windows. This is the slate sorting shed of the layout, so that's where the slate wagons will be. And there's also some doors that I've made that'll go on the front, that'll just be positioned open. So yeah, that's looking quite good. That just needs a bit of filler where these gaps are, and just needs priming and painting then. I've got quite a lot of these Bachmann slate loads, which are just stacked outside at the moment, but they'll be fixed in position, and so there won't be too much of this large gapping in between them. They should just neatly stack together, so it'll look like lots of little slates rather than these loads. What else have we got? So I've added this shed and chimney. This is a Bachmann Scenecraft 009 slate shed and chimney. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I've just stuck that there because it kind of fits quite nicely. If you look on the other side, there's still quite a bit of a gap where I can put figures or some other like barrels and things, but just there's still a lot of space for the locos to get past. And again, I've added some slate loads next to this as well, which need fixing down, and a slate wagon that's I've taken the wheels off. The chassis of it kind of clips that hold it in snapped off, so I just use that as a kind of waste slate wagon. Got one of these Bachmann D-class wagons as well, just hanging about. Moving sort of near the station end of the layout, I've started adding to this coal stage and water tower area. So at this end we've got a Hornby lamp hut, and that's just tucked in the corner. I've also added this railing, which goes around the perimeter of the Slate Works area. Just keeps the station and that works area separate. That's I think that's a Will's kit, and yeah, that just follows around to here until we get to some gates, which would normally go across here, and then there's a side entrance gate here for loco crew and things when the work's not open. And then so I've made this coal stage. This is I think this is a Will's kit, but it comes it's a 00 kit, but it comes as quite a large footprint, so it was going to interfere with this point if I left it the size it was. So I've basically narrowed it down this way, and now it fits quite nicely, and it looks, I guess, more narrow gauge as well, because there wouldn't be a huge capacity of coal for these locos, so it makes more sense. This water tower I picked up at a model show. It's really nice. It scales quite nicely for 009. I'm not sure if it is is a 009 water tower, but compared to this fairly, you can see it comes sort of there. It's quite a nice height rather than something that's more standard gauge. It'd be way up here. Yeah, new purchases. This is Merlin Emery's. Nice double fairly, full sound fitted as well. And then in the background we've got Livingston Thompson. And of course the Baldwin in the back as well. So as well as the Simplex, we've got 4 locos currently on the layout, and they're all sound fitted, including the Simplex. So really adds to the atmosphere, especially when they're all making sounds at once. And then following down the station a little bit further, this is where the station begins. We've got this weighbridge hut. The weighbridge is just down there, just before this point here, and this is scratch built. I did originally have a line side hut here, but it was too big. Tried to cut it down, it just didn't look right, so I ended up scratch building something sort of similar to it. Again, using the Wills slate. I used the door off the hut, and on the other side there's a it's quite difficult to see. There you go. There's a window that's a rectangular window that slide open, so that you'd be able to see out onto the weighbridge. That's kind of that. And then further down to the station, I've built this again, another Wills kit. This station, open station building. It's quite a nice kit. Sort of fits here. I'm going to sort of paint it in Festino Tanny Wilt colours, so it'll be cream and red. And then another one of these Hornby lamp huts just to go next to it. So that sort of completes this station quite nicely. I think I may end up putting a bench or something maybe there, but largely keep this just open because there's not much platform, just because it's, I guess, kind of a low relief just with the amount of room. So you could get some figures on it, but it's just to sort of represent that there's a station there. And then further down the layout still, where I had the lever frame last time, I did have some sort of scatter material in the field. I've now added some static grass. That's from War World Scenics. Just I think 1mm, 2mm, maybe some 4mm. Kept it quite short because there'd be sheep in this field, so the grass wouldn't grow typically too long for the sheep. Got a disc signal here. That's coming out of the line onto the main line, so it's for this road here, coming onto this point. And then we've got one of these it's not Pico, Ratio, I think, maybe. One of these motorised signals, which is really nice, which I haven't properly wired up to a button yet, but it does function, and obviously you can see the light going there as well. And then down this side of the layout, this is where so the cottage, Mrs. Jones's cottage, that comes out onto this cobbled road, which I had installed last time, but now I've painted a couple of base coats on it and just need some weathering and some more colours, and I've got a grate to go in this section here. There's these are 2 separate sheets, and someone suggested on one of the forums that I'm on that this could be this line between them could be a little gully for the drain, so that's why I cut this little drain hole out. Got a nice little Austin 7 car there for the cottage. And I did some more of this Cotswold stoning just around this part of the station and then in front of the cottage. And then This cottage kit, it's laser cut wood. It's a low relief one, and then I've clad it again in Will's slate. That's coming along quite nicely. Just needs some floors adding, which is stored in the back there. Excuse the mess of the glue. That was my first attempt at cladding it, and then didn't go quite to plan. So I turned all the wooden boards around and reclad it. But yeah, they're the floorboards. So there's one for the lower, and then one for the second floor, just so that when you look through the windows, it doesn't look too weird. If you were looking down, and there'd be like the ground floor. So yeah, the layout's come on quite a lot, and quite pleased with how it is so far. I think the next stage will be getting these slate loads glued down so they look a bit more uniform rather than separate blocks. They look like a huge load of slate. Also get the doors finished for the slate shed. One of them, here's one of them here. So it's a 3D printed door, and then I've clad it with some Will's wooden planking, and they'll just go like that, and then there'll be 3 more, so 2 in the centre and 1 on the end, and yeah, that should look quite nice. But there's a lot of nice viewing angles for this layout, so kind of down there you can get a view out of the yard down to the engine shed, so that's quite nice. And so when you're looking quite closely, there's a lot of points of view where you can just sort of peer through either railings or around here where there's slate loads. So yeah, pretty pleased with how this is coming along so far. Again, yeah, some of the next jobs will be painting this cold stage in the Weybridge hut, because they're just in primer at the moment. But yeah, hopefully it won't be too long before I get another update. But thanks for those that have subscribed and are still watching. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.